Hi, third graders. Let's look at our learning target. I can write numbers using word form. Look at the word word using letters and expanded form, which means that you are just expanding the number into place values. So let's take a look. All right, we have the number 257. We know that we can use that writing words. The word form is just writing words, 257. We can also say that's 200s, 5 10s, 7 1s, because we know the place value of each number. We could also show with our base 10 blocks. There are 200s, there are 5 10s, and there are 7 1s. Now, here's our new word that we want to do for our learning target. This is called expanded form. When we take a number and we just write it with their value. So the 2 is in the hundreds place, so we write 200. The 5 is in the tens place, so we say 5 10s is 50. And the 7 is in the ones place, so it's just worth 7. Let's look at another number. Another number is 632. Remember that we have 600s, so that's why we have 6 here. We have 3 10s, we have 3 base 10 blocks, 10, 20, 30, and we have 2 1s. Now if we were to write that in expanded form, there are 600 plus 3 10s, which makes 30, and then 2 1s. We could write that word form, 632. So let's give this strategy a try. Remember our place value. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to write this in expanded form. So think about it. We always start with the biggest number. We have 6,000. It's in the thousands place. 1,000 has 3. Now we would say plus the next one is how many hundreds. Now, something I always tell my students in class is if you find this place value, here's the 6, always count how many digits behind it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's how many zeros you should have. So now we're at the hundreds. Look at behind it. How many digits behind it? 1, 2, because it's worth 700. And 100 has 2 zeros. Plus tens, which would be 90, plus 0 ones. Now, sometimes you can keep that 0, other times you don't have to write it. It is still the same answer, right? So the next thing we could do is we could write this number in word form. We could say this number is 6,790. And then what they will expect you to be able to do is read the word form, be able to write the number, or read the expanded form and put it in the number form, or this is called standard form. So you should be able to go from word form and expanded form to standard form. All right, let's try another one. Here we have a bigger number. Let's first practice saying it. We have 14,713. All right, so let's write this in expanded form. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with this number. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. The digit's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros behind it. So we get 1 with 4 zeros plus 4,000, which remember, count the digits behind it. There are 3 plus, oh, we don't need that comma, plus there's 7 in the hundreds. This one's long, plus 1 in the tens, so that makes 10, plus 3 in the ones. Notice that one got really long, didn't it? That one got really long. And that's okay, the bigger the number. Okay, so now you would have to go from expanded form to standard form up here. So you should be able to take these numbers and go up here. All right, let's try another one. Here we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000. Let's practice saying this number. We have 208,845. All right, let's do our expanded form. We have 2. Now how many zeros behind it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's the same. Okay. Plus, oh, there's nothing there. So that's just 0. Otherwise, sometimes people just leave that out because it is 0. So now I would go plus 8,000 plus 800 plus 40 plus, plus 5. Now what you will have to do is they might say, okay, we are going to take away this number and we're going to have you write this number back in standard form. So you would have to know how to do that. So let's just practice that. Okay, we would have 2. Now look at the next place value, there was nothing there for. Remember, we skipped that one. And we see here, this is 8,000. Okay, now we need a 0 because we are in the hundreds place. Hundreds, tens, ones. Now, if I don't put this 0 here, then I only have 28,845, and this is 200,000. So that's why place value matters. Putting a 0 here makes a difference because instead of 28, this makes this number 208,000, which helps our place value get to 200,000. All right, now let's try to go from word form. Here we have 2,045. Okay, I know that I have 2,000. 1,000 has 4 digits. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And I have 2,045. Well, let's try to put a 45 here. This looks like not enough numbers. This would give me 245. That's not right. What would I have to do, third graders, to make this right? Yes, I have to add a 0 here. 2,045. Place value matters even when it's a 0. A 0 holds the place value. Let's try this one, 501. I see a 5 and a 1. Is this 501? No, this is 51. I need a 500, and then I have a 1. There's 0 tens here. So this is taking us from both places. Practice your standard form, word form, base 10, and expanded form to make sure that you are right on target.